it is not a, I mean, within these last 3.5 or 4 years which I've been in business, I have learnt a lot, and I'm still growing, taking small baby steps in this world of fashion. And what I would like to say is that, encash on whatever little opportunities you get, because I firmly believe that opportunities dance with those who are already on the dance floor. So if you don't get, little or big, you should encash on whatever opportunities you get, and they, then your vision culminates into reality. So this is what I have to say.
Thank you so much, Shruti. All right, so now, since all three of you have had your initial niggling issues with a lot of things, it could have been an HR issue, like she said that she couldn't get proper labor in Nagpur. It could have been a marketing issue which maybe Sharmila faced. Manisha has already told us about her scaling up issues that happened. I would like to ask, since you've already made it clear, like Shruti has already made it clear that she never took money or she never borrowed money or capital from somebody else when she started. But now, since all three of you are in a place where you've already been, you've been through a lot, I would like you all to throw some light on which have been the worst nigglers. When you talk about financial issues, were they human resource and labor issues? Or were they marketing and promotion issues? So, could you please talk about that? We start with you, Sharmila.
The only issue I had was the people that I was hiring to believe in this dream with the same passion that I believed in. So if I was hiring them for 8 hours, minimum 8 hours of work, and even if I was lucky to get 6 hours out of them, I would consider myself lucky. But I believe India, whatever I've seen in last 3 years, I don't want to sound bitter about it. They say कि employment नहीं है, और नौकरियाँ नहीं है. बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं, बहुत सारी नौकरियाँ हैं, और बहुत सारी opportunities है, जैसे श्रुति ने कहा. But you need to have that insight to follow it up. You need to be honest with the work that you've been hired for. I had niggling issues with workforce across. Kerala, I had language was such an issue. I became a mime artist when I got back to Nagpur after 10 days. Because I used to be continuously mime. I used to come home to Nagpur and I used to say to my servant, I'd become like that. But nevertheless, it was fun. Language is one issue that we find regional-wise, and also the workforce. HRD, Medha, we really need to either train them or... we are known as honest, hard-working people. But when you get to the root cause of it, it lacks. Somewhere it lacks.
So are you saying that there is a lack of training or there's a lack of perception?
There's a lack of training and their own honesty in their work.
Okay.
Like, if I was to... It is done deal. I'm paying you for X amount of work. That is the reason why you're being paid and you're being hired for in the first place. और अगर तुम वो ही नहीं कर रहे हो, then it kind of just...
And this is across the levels, skilled as well as semi-skilled?
No, it is with the unskilled.
Acha.
Unskilled.
Okay. All right, so that's one issue. Okay, Manisha?
Exactly same. As I said, I started my work from the year 1995. The kind of sales staff on the floor I had versus what I have now. There was a passion, there was a belief. If I had that same staff on the floor, Aspen would have reached its, would have doubled what I actually did. The new CCAs, as we call it, are just not responsible. They want to take their 8,000, 10,000 rupees a month and say, okay, jo bika, theek hai. There was a time, the first from 2001-3, I had these awards given out. I'd make a magazine, I'd have an album. Now there's nothing to talk about the CCAs. Is it because I've taken a step back because I cannot talk to so many stores, or is it the quality? The gut feeling is it's a quality of the youth that has changed. There is no feeling of moving to the next step. And of course, finance is a big issue for us since we had a certain turnover, and then, the overheads were already there. So maintaining both has been a really tough situation. It was juggling the cash flow day to day to bring in the stocks and ensure the sales and everything matched with it. So that was the first sheet on my computer every morning.
All right, so we have one commonality, that is human resource. Shruti?
Well, in my case, since this is a glamorous field, it's all about appearances and marketing and promotion. Because of certain restrictions of being in Nagpur and my visibility, because the visibility is proportional to, in my particular field, visibility is proportional to sales. Because the more you're seen, the more you're heard, the more sales you generate. But in my case, because I'm based here, then I have certain family issues. Even if I have not, unintentionally or intentionally, cannot be as, visible as the other designers. So marketing is a bit of a problem for me, and it results in the sales. But touch wood, not that sales have been a problem. And this particular year, from 18 months, recession has actually hit my particular field very badly. So now to combat that is a bit of a problem also. HR, though I had initial teething problems, but touch wood, I don't have problems now. I have a very good set of people, and it's a creative field, so it is very difficult to find the same set of people whose ideas match yours. They might be brilliant in their work, but ultimately it's a vision. When you have a brand, it is a vision which you are translating. So everybody's translation has to be the same. So luckily that part has not been a problem except initially, but it is the marketing and promotion which has been pretty weak on my and being here, obviously that visibility, and as I told you, Nagpur in the fashion map has very little role to play. I must be one of the, I think I'm one of the only one there, so it is really difficult, but otherwise, yes, and the recession which has hit this year from last 18 months has been a bit of a problem also.
Yeah, that's right. The crunch has hit everyone. Again, just taking her point further, all three of you are in businesses which are rife with competition. There is so much competition in each of your businesses. Shruti probably has to compete with maybe a pan-India or an international designer for rack space. You have to probably compete in a Kerala market where they believe in natural products. Manisha has already told us how she has had to compete with the leading brands, and especially when she was launching Aspen. So has pricing ever been a problem, or what have been your strategies, promotional and pricing, to combat these things? Do we start with you?
See, in my case, while deciding the pricing and all the strategies, of course, when we do our own SWOT analysis, we keep the 4 P's in mind, product, the price, the promotion, and the place, because in fashion it is all about appearances.
Correct.
There are other 4 C's also which have to be considered, but that obviously is not important for a layman. So we keep those factors, and then we price the article, the product, and the product. No 2 products in fashion are identical. So it is a very difficult task, and to understand the target consumer is also very, very difficult. But still pricing has to be fair, because it is a very, very competitive market, and survival, it is like the survival of the fittest. In this case, it's the survival of the cheapest also. See, when you are a brand as big as the very established ones like Sabyasachi, Rohit Bal, and those cases, pricing is not an issue. You can command any price, people are going to pay for it. But when you are growing, emerging, and taking small steps in the world of fashion, pricing is a bit of an issue. Now, of course, even you have to otherwise, but the thing is, if you price your stuff very low, how do you meet your costs,
Correct.
So it is you have to draw a thin line between both the things and come up to a solution where it is viable for the customer to buy your products, and it is viable for you to run your unit also. So pricing has to be very consumer sensitive, yet it has to be, of course, conducive to growth also.
Yeah, and in your case, I think the product is replicable as well. You might have this
Yes.
canny person who just
Yes.
look at the design and copy it.
That is something which we all face. I now take it as a form of flattery. In fact, I really feel very happy when someone replicates, because I now have there's nothing which we can do. So initially I used to do all, my job work in Calcutta, but that market is famous for replicating. So then there was no point, because sourcing, I decided to do all my So I mean, I decided to do everything in-house because when we were outsourcing, things would get replicated. And some, trust me, there were bigger designers who were using my designs, and there was nothing I could do about it because patenting, labeling, all these are very expensive and tedious exercises. And I right now I cannot afford to get into such complicated procedures. So the next best thing, I decided to be happy and revel in the flattery only.
Actually, this is what Manisha had also said, that, flattery, that was what she called it. That
I'm
if
flattered that they copy it. Because what else can I do? There's nothing which I can do. And to some extent, nobody can do anything because nobody has a patent on designs. But it's very unfortunate because we take a lot of time doing our, artwork, trying to come out with something new, trying to develop weaves, embroidery. It's very, time consuming, tedious, though I love it. But after that, it is very easy for someone, a layman, just to copy it and put it even probably better than what we do. Because all he has to, once the idea is there, then there's nothing to stop them. And they obviously do it in a cheaper way also. So the prices are more competitive, and then they have bigger, then there are certain industries also which do these kind of things in Surat, and so they just get a design, they buy one design from us, and then they do mass production. And again, there is nothing much we can really do about it, because they do it, they change a little bit, probably the color or the print or something, but the basic idea and the cut is same. Now when we decide a cut, we make endless toils of it, we try it on the dummies, we waste a lot of fabric, lot of time, but they just have the pattern ready and then they replicate it in the cheapest possible manner. There's nothing again we can do. So this is a lot of issue in the fashion industry, and we just have to smile and bear it and pretend to be flattered, that's all.
Okay. Manisha, the same question to you. Oops, watch it. Pricing.
Pricing. Aspen being a brand that we want to build higher, I cannot go on a higher price point. But as I said, I could not compete with the Casio, Timex and Titan, so I decided to take product quality. It's very difficult for people to copy the price at this stage because I use better products, better stones and quality. Yes, people have copied it in brands like a Fosse or a Giordano, but then they've used brass or alloy. The Indian consumer is not educated that I'm using only solid 316 stainless steel, there's a hollow steel. But these are part and parcel. At some stage, people do realize, and that's why you have your own stores where you talk about the USP and your sales staff. That's the only thing I can say.
Okay. Sharmila?
I'm lucky. I'm sorry. Sorry guys. कोई उठ के ये नहीं बोलेगा रिसेशन है चलो मैं क्रीम नहीं लगाऊंगी आज. ऐसा तो होगा नहीं. सीजन्स बदलेंगे, क्रीम तो लगना ही है फेस पे. But yes, there is competition that exists on a serious note. I do have to compete against brands which are like there for ages, like Shehnaz Hussain. That woman never ceases to amaze me, man. She's something that one should learn from. So she's there, and a lot of people, VLCC, Jovis, Biotech, they give me nightmares. The range, we have to be competitive. We have to learn from each other. Shelf पे क्या आ रहा है, how we can be better. SPF 15 है, आपको ताज्जुब होगा जान के कि for Indian climate, you just need SPF 15. Sun protection formula 15 is all we need because of the kind of sun. We are not in Australia, thank God. Australia, you need 50. SPF का मतलब है सन प्रोटेक्शन फॉर्मूला दैट 15% तक वो आपको सेव करता है. बट हियर यू हैव गिमिक्स सच एज SPF 50, SPF 60, SPF 90. Oh my God, like Australia and all, the sun is too harsh over there. But India में तो ये continuous चलते रहता है. The war is on. Who's better? If it's Ayurvedic, we are better. If it's herbal, we are much better. If I am natural, I am the best. और इसमें केमिकल है, उसमें वो है, ये है. So the customer खुद को समझ में नहीं आता है कि मैं लगाऊँ अपने चेहरे से, छोटे से चेहरे पे मैं क्या लगाऊँ. What do I put, man? So, but yes, I've been lucky that ways कि recession होगा तो मैं क्रीम नहीं लगा, मैं तो ज़रूर लगाऊंगी क्रीम. So I've been lucky that ways. But yes, pricing, we have to be, pricing is very important. We have to actually see what our competitors are. The benchmarks are there. There are two aspects. Manisha ma'am must know about it. अगर थोड़ा expensive होता है तो लोगों को लगता है expensive है तो अच्छा होगा. और अगर थोड़ा सा बड़ा expensive है तो क्या करे इंसान करे तो क्या करे. So you just sometimes we just go ये price कर दो. So it's like that. And sometimes the best thing about Shri Shakti is gut feeling. Go by your gut. It'll never lie to you.
Well, so that's again 3 points for gut feeling. Manisha has been talking about gut feeling from the start, and she's been really advocating it. Now, there's an incident that I would like all three of you to share. We've all learned that in school, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. But I would like to ask all three of you, which was that lowest point from where you had to become really tough? Can you share an incident like that in your work lives, in the way you built up your business? The lowest point that happened and you just had to pick up everything and start.